they think about you. Here's what they think about you. Here's what they think about you.
Here's what they think about you. Here's what they think about you. Oh yeah, it ain't over, motherfuckers. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Back with my segment, Here's What They Think About You, where I give you guys a look at you, the fans, what you guys are saying on social media, in comment sections regarding popular issues in the sport of boxing. Now, Adrien Broner, he's fighting tomorrow, April 1st on Spike TV. Make sure you guys tune in. He's fighting HWTTAY of Mayweather's TMT. Now, I did a video about this. Broner and Mayweather seem to be beefing. He did an interview with Fight Hype. Shout out to them. Check out my video. I kind of gave my thoughts and broke down that situation. And things aren't necessarily looking good for Broner for the simple fact of he has a lot of distractions going on right now. It was recently reported by TMZ, did a video on it. Broner had some legal trouble where he was getting charged and there was a warrant for felony, like felony assault and robbery based on an incident that happened in bowling. There's an article on my website if you want more on that situation. Then he's beefing with Big Bro, someone he idolizes, and now, to add insult to injury, he's missing weight. And I want to talk about that in this. And let me start off by a tweet that I put out. This was before Broner refused to jump back on the scale. I said, if Broner loses to THEOPHANE tomorrow, the Mayweather curse is real. Ronda Rousey, Conor McGregor, Anderson Silva, etc. Hashtag TBE curse. I really believe, hey, if Broner loses to THEOPHANE, someone he's favored to beat, that Mayweather curse might be real. And I'm going to start betting on the Mayweather curse in all future fights. But let's play a little Here's What They Think About You. So the situation is this. This was for the WBA title defense because he got a title in his last fight with Alec Verdiev. He beat him. Stopped him in the final round, I believe it was. Got the WBA title. Then he got elevated to, I believe, super champion. And he was supposed to defend against HWTTAY on Spike TV, courtesy of Premier Boxing Champs. It was contracted, obviously, junior welterweight for 140 pounds. And Broner came in 140.4. He had 2 hours to shed those pounds. And he opted not to jump back on the scale to re-weigh in. Meaning, if you don't re-weigh in and you came in overweight, you lose your title. HWTTAY is still eligible to get the title should he win this fight. If he gets a victory, he gets the title. But whether Broner wins, if he stops HWTTAY, if he wins a decision, no matter what, he won't get the title. He won't get to keep his title, which is bad news because he missed weight versus Vicente Escobedo before he moved up, and he stopped him. And you open the floodgates for criticism when you don't make weight, especially if you have a pattern of doing it. And if I'm not mistaken, versus John Molina Jr. on Premier Boxing Champs when PBC was new, he had a contracted weight and he came in over that. But since it was a non-title fight, they just let the fight go on. But this is a title fight. Your very first title defense, you're losing your title on the scales. Not a good look. Again, especially since you had the instance with you didn't meet the contracted weight versus John Molina, and then also you lost a title versus Vicente Escobedo on the scales again. And also, Al Heyman got Adrien Broner a title shot immediately following his loss to Sean Porter, where he lost pretty much every round except for the 12th round. And a lot of people thought he was undeserving of a title shot by fighting for a vacant title in the Khabib-Alec Verdiev fight. And he got that. So to squander it and lose your title for a title that a lot of people think you weren't even deserving of being in that position other than your name and having connections or whatever, it just makes no sense to me. And the thing about it is, I know a lot about fitness. You were 0.4 over. So to me, I mean, there becomes a point where maybe your body's so depleted, you have nothing else to lose. But that's not that much weight. That's not even a pound. It's less than half a pound, right? 0.4, 0.4. So to me, it's just kind of like a flagrant disregard and disrespect trying not to make weight. If you watch the Mikey Garcia 2 days, he struggled to make weight in one of his fights. He was yakking. They had him throwing up on camera, throwing up in waste baskets and stuff like that. So to me, it's a bad look for Broner because you open that criticism. No matter what happens, if you lose, obviously you're going to get criticized for that. But if you beat him, then people can always use that. Oh, you came in overweight. That was unprofessional. They just have ammunition to try to use. Even if you're the more skilled fighter, some people will try to use that as to why you won. So let's play a little Here's What They Think About You. And posted a picture of Broner, obviously telling you guys on Instagram. Make sure you follow me at Boxingego, what I just told you about him missing weight. And let's see what people had to say about it. Here's what they think about you. Someone asked, are they still fighting? Yes, they are still fighting. As I mentioned, he just loses the belt. Wow. Nate said, unprofessional just sums him up. A wasted, overhyped talent. He'll never learn. Macman said, I'll never pay for another Broner fight again. And see, this is the backlash that you're going to get when you have a pattern of doing certain things. Like Victor Ortiz, there's a stigma that he quits, that he gets frustrated and quits, and doesn't have heart. So that he has to work harder and make sure in his fights with Collazo and stuff, if you get knocked down, get back up. If you're fully capable of getting up. Same thing with Broner. If he's had weight issues, then you don't want it to plague you. People are talking about, I'm never paying for a Broner fight again. Omar said, guys losing it. Louis said, I'm done with this nigga if he lose this one. Step up. AB is AB. Laugh out loud. He's something else. MacMan left another comment. He better knock THEOPHANE out Friday or I'm going to tear down the damn DC Armory. No, I won't. Still a good fight with a great undercard. It is a good card. You know what I mean? The Bout Billions promotion got a ton of fighters on there. GT, shout out to him. Robert Easter has been looking good. This is a solid test for him. And Mendez, J. Leon Love of TMT. So definitely check it out if you guys got Spike TV. Mo says, y'all sound fucking stupid, sounding like his daddy. He doesn't want that belt. He choose not to re-weigh in on purpose so he can move up after this fight, dumb niggas. Now, I don't agree with that, because even if you want to move up, you could still defend your title. You know what I'm saying? It's still, in this business, your reputation is everything. It's just like in the acting world. If you're coming in late and you're hard to work with, I know some people that know some people. And I know, I guess Wesley Snipes was one of the people that they were saying he's just really difficult to work with. And he would like storm off, and like it was particularly during the Blade movies. I think the third one, he felt like he wasn't getting enough. He felt like Ryan Reynolds and some of the subplot characters were getting too much shine. And they said he was being real difficult, threatened to never show up again and cancel production. Bottom line, what I'm trying to say is reputation is everything in these types of industries. You know what I mean? So you don't want to develop a reputation of being unprofessional. People, you notice every bit of press that Broner has been getting has all been negative. And I'm not saying he's a bad guy. I'm not saying everything he does is devilish or bad. But every time he's in the media, it's, oh, he's talking about Floyd Mayweather. He's throwing up change, and a lot of people are mad at him for wasting money. He's throwing money out of a car window. He's getting felonious charges, like felony assault charges, and someone's claiming he robbed him. He's missing weight. Some people say all publicity is good publicity, but not necessarily, especially when people already hate you and you're giving them more reason to, like, see, the thing with Floyd Mayweather is he'll trash talk, but he's not constantly missing weight, right? He's not doing that. Okay, the Marquez fight, but he was off of a 21-month layoff, and it's not a habitual thing. It's not something that repeatedly happened through his career where he can't make contracted weights, right? I just gave you guys an example of 2 other previous times where Broner struggled with weight. We've seen pictures of Broner where he looked big in his offseason, like real big, like there's no discipline. That's why Mayweather was saying he's an alcoholic in that Fight Hype interview where he dissed Broner, right? Things like that. So I don't agree with Mo saying y'all sound stupid like his daddy. No one's trying to be his daddy. This is a business. You get paid about billions. You get paid the big bucks to be a professional. And by not attempting to make 0.4, that's a spit in the face to all the fans that pay for a card. You know what I mean? Because even your fans, people want to see you with the title, whether you're moving up or not. And see, this is the other thing. A lot of people in boxing, they lie. They make comments of, how do you know Broner wants to move up after this fight? I've never seen, if you guys have something different, send me the link. But I never heard. Every loss he has, every tough fight he has been over 140. Paulie Malignaggi, split decision, very tough fight. Maidana chopped him, and Sean Porter beat him 11 rounds, like Mayweather said, right? So I've never even heard anything that says he wants to go up to welterweight. So this Mo guy is saying that he lost it on purpose so he could move up after the fight. And then he's calling people dumb, but at the same time, there's no evidence. I haven't heard anything. I haven't seen any. Again, if you guys have an interview where he said after the THEOPHANE, I'm moving up, then let me know. So I don't agree with that comment. I think it's unprofessional, and it is what it is. Even if you're moving up, you know what I mean, you still can make the weight. Andre Ward, he fought at a contracted catchweight with Paul Smith, made the weight. Paul Smith missed weight, even though he ended up moving up to the full light heavyweight. So he still made what was on the contract because he's a professional through in and throughout. So it's still, no matter what, it's not a good look for Broner, period. Pound for Pound Vic said, bro, this kid just is a lost cause. Instead of throwing money at Walmart, should have been on the treadmill. Yeah, and see, that's the thing with the bad publicity. When people see you clowning and like, oh, yeah, man, you know, AB, I'm going to beat THEOPHANE ass. You're doing all the antics and stuff, the showmanship stuff, but then you're not making weight. That just looks bad. You know what I mean? Like, you're doing all this goofing off and horseplay in Walmart and dancing and stuff like that, but you're not making weight. TRB said, what the fuck? Floyd really going in after this, laugh out loud. Shake my head, he letting his fans like me down, man. See, and that's what I didn't even read this comment. This is all freestyle, so I didn't even read any comments beforehand before I did this video. And that's exactly what I said. If you're a fan of Broner, it's letting him down because you're rooting for him to do well, and he's putting himself in a corner where he's gonna get thrashed by the media, by fans, because he's slipping up. And this is an example of it. He letting his fans like me down, man. I have hope that every fight announcement he's locked in, but shaking my head. And again, back to what I said, like Victor Ortiz, like Broner, patterns. People look at patterns. Chavez Jr. is another person where it's like known discipline problems. People look for these patterns to see what you're about. And it's not a good when Broner, everything that's coming out is kind of negative. It's discipline problems, weight problems, said all this stuff. Oh, Sean Porter, he in the Uber, and then you lose pretty much every round except for the 12th to Sean Porter. It's just not a good look. Brother Williams said, yeah, I'm so over Broner. I hope Ash kick his ass just to add insult to injury. Chooch says he doesn't care about the belt because either way after the fight he about to go to jail. Maybe, laugh out loud. Boxingego, please send Ego Veli on this one. Shaking my fucking head. Defend this clown. Yeah, I mean, there's no defense. Professional is professional, unprofessional is unprofessional. And then he responded, won't happen next time. Against the Thurman and Garcias, yes it will. I like Broner, but his head ain't in it. See, again, people sound like they're pulling for Broner, and he's disappointing them. So it doesn't make sense to purposely lose your belt because you know, even if you know you're moving up or whatever the situation is. It's just like, it's no different than having a job and say you're starting a new job in a few weeks and you put your 2 weeks in. Leave on good terms with that job. You've been with that company for 4 years, even though you're getting a better job that's going to pay you better and you're leaving them, you put your 2 weeks in, you don't have to burn your bridges with that job. You could still show up, work the remainder of your schedule, get paid out and cashed out. So if the second job that you're moving to doesn't end up working, then you can always come back. But if you put your 2 weeks in and say, oh, fuck that, I don't need this job, I got a new job, and you burn your bridges, then if the second job doesn't work out or they have layoffs or something, then you can't go back to that last job because how you left. And that's kind of what it is with Broner. Even if he is moving up, leave on good terms. Not good. Phantom Puncher. Broken doesn't care right now. He's heartbroken. His idol dissed him and called him always broke. He has 86 children. He better start fighting his fights. Damn. He came in an hour late. THEOPHANE said so. He was trying to lose it. I guess it was a myth, so he gave up. Again, it's not that much pounds to weight or not that many pounds to lose. You got to do something. Man, he could have pissed shit 0.4 pounds out. What the fuck is that? Ashley has nothing to lose and everything to gain. It will be a showout. I agree. No, not too many people know of Ashley THEOPHANE and expect him to do great. Broner's the loudmouth. Broner's the one with the notoriety. So he's really coming in there. It's kind of like Canelo Khan. Khan don't have nothing to lose. If Khan does well versus Canelo, that's a win for him. You know what I mean? People are expecting him to just go out and get blown out and get knocked out. So the pressure is on Canelo. The pressure is on Broner, because Broner's the one that did all the talking. I haven't really heard actually THEOPHANE even saying too many like negative things and things like that. Like Doritos, that's nacho cheese. AB about biscuits. So, Zab Judah Jr. Shaking my head, this nigga's an idiot. Punch Boxing Miami says, dummy. Shaking my head, come on, man. Razor is a great, wow, crazy, no respect. Yasmani says, AB about buffets. Andre says, fucking idiot. It 951, I'm still an AB fan. Palm Tree Status. Shout out to my dude from Philly. He said he was drained already. He couldn't lose that 0.4 pounds. He was already coming down close to 20 pounds. Broner has a scale with him when he's shedding the weight. He knew he was over the limit before he stepped on the official scale. There's nothing he could do at that point. He hit his dehydration limit. Now, I know what he's talking about with that in terms of reaching your peak, but that's the trouble with ballooning up and gaining too much weight in your off season. So either way you slice it, it's still kind of Broner's fault, because he's trying to cut an immense amount of weight and his body's rejecting it. So again, it still boils down to Broner being at fault because he's not being disciplined enough in between fights. He just fought Alec Verdiev not too long ago, and that was at 140. So if you gain 30, 40, 50 pounds or whatever you gain, and then now you're trying to cut an immense amount of weight late, then this sometimes what happens to your body. Now, JL says, Broner is such a punk ass bitch. What a bum. Mayweather curse is a real deal. Easy money, take that bet, dude is not serious about fighting. So here's what they think about you. Let me know what you guys think. I try to get through some of the comments. There's a lot of them. Check out my Instagram. I'll read a few more from my friends over at Mayweather Unlimited. Make sure you follow them on social media. And they're just talking about the weight. What a fucking joke. Dude more worried about throwing money in Walmart for the gram than cutting weight. He gonna need that money he was throwing out the window of his car, or that change he threw on the floor at Walmart. Fucking bum. He's falling apart. He definitely needs a mentor. From what I was told, him and Floyd have talked and squashed the beef again already. Shaking my head. All them videos of him on Insta running at 4 a.m. and all that shit. What the fuck for wasted talent? See, here's what they think about you. Let me know what you guys think. Broner missed his weight, and I mean, there's nothing else to say. I'm definitely going to tune into the fight. I'll give my post-fight recap and thoughts on whatever the outcome is. Looking forward to it. Good card, about billions, TMT, Mayweather Promotions, and it's just not a good look for Broner to be missing weight and getting this much negative press. Like, there's not really any other people that I could think of in the limelight that are deservingly getting so much negative attention, like in their posts. Shout out to my girl Trap Photos. Make sure you follow her on Instagram, Trap 2Ps TRAPP Photos. She covers boxing. She does a lot of photography for college programs and stuff. Follow her. She did this picture. You see THEOPHANE's Thug Life. She does great work. She's out here in the Bay Area grinding like me. She covered the Ward Barrera fight. Follow her page though. She has awesome photos. What else are people talking about? I seen videos of Broner training camp giving up midway through drills. The man is not in shape for this fight. Damn, Broner looks like he struggled to lose those pounds. Here's what they think about you. Let me know what you guys think. Broner failing to miss weight, not opting to re-weigh in. Drop it in the comment section. Make sure you like my video. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego signing off. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button. And you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxingego, the future of boxing.